Hello, hello, hello. As always, can you hear me? Today is Superman Day, so happy Superman Day. It's also Good Friday. There's a lot of things happening today. How is everybody? What is everybody up to? What have you been reading? Have you commenced the summer of Superman here at the end, close to the end of April? This was actually fun. This was a fun special. I managed to get the last copy, and only because somebody else put it back, and I was there waiting in the wings. It's, oh, you don't get to reconsider that. So I wanted to be able to flip through it at my leisure, and it is thankfully something that my kids can read as well. So that's always fun. I tried to do a little short on it that wasn't too spoilery because it's come out so recently, but some people didn't know that Lana and John Henry Irons, aka Steele, were even together. So they're like, "What? Wait, they're together and they're getting married?" Whereas for me, because they've been a thing since the New 52, is like it's been 84 years, but in comic time, nowhere near that long. But still, it was nice, and they didn't market this that way at all. But it was fun, and there are some. Okay, I would say some. There's a lot of hints about the way the universes are going to collide in this, and lots of the characters they're playing with and setting up the Dark Legion and all of that. But also there's some hints in here, I think, about how they're gonna rework some of the time things because Mark Waid's going to do that whole we're gonna make the definitive DC history this time for realsies. See, even Dante Cook is going, wait, what? They're together. They are, and they're finally getting married. Where's their wedding panel? That's in chapter 3 of this. Because the first chapter is set in the past, and then the other two are set in the present, all in a day in summer. But we get to see they get a big double page spread. And you also, you get to see Pete. There's a Pete sighting at this wedding. Pete and their son Clark. Look at that. Woo. So many people in the background. But this was a fun one, but it was not the thing I was most excited about that I stumbled upon while I was out and about. And that was the collection. It's the 6th Astro City Metro book. And with that, after years, the Astro City collection is complete. I'm so happy. I'm still making my way through it, working on through. I'm taking my time, enjoying as I always do with Astro City, but I have waited for so long because the trades of the last few volumes have been out of print for a while. And now they're here. Yay. So that was it made my day. I was like, oh, Astro City. Ooh, John Remy is asking, will you double dip with the Astro City Opus edition? Probably not. I just really wanted all of these to read at my leisure, and now I have them. So, I mean, as nice as that tome looks, it's a nice looking tome, but still. So, we have this. And the other thing I picked, there's a sticker on it already. The other thing I picked up since I was there was the Rook Exodus trade. It's matte, as you can see, which I'm a big fan of for holding up because then you get the reflection just on the title, but I like the matte finish on this cover. So this is the first trade for Rook Exodus. Redcoat was there too, but I had to make a choice. And this one won out. I like them both for different reasons. Just of the two. This one. So gorgeous. Yes, the Rook trade is out. Look at it. Inside, it's reflecting a little bit at you. And then I came home and saw that the solicits were out and figured, you know what? Why not? Let's just have a chill kind of stream. It's Superman Day. Let's go through it, see what we can expect in July during the heart of the summer of Superman, because that's also the month where we're going to get the movie, and also we're getting the Fantastic Four that month. It's going to be a fun month. So looking forward to all of that. I actually commented on the First Steps trailer. I never do that, but just because it looked really fun. holding up interiors for you to see. Rook Exodus is a good time. I'm really looking forward to when Hyde Street gets collected in the trade, and the Rockefellers too. I'm going to be there to pick up the trades, which will also hopefully have nice matte covers for me to hold. Oh, I also read, but did not physically pick up, I digitally picked up the Absolute Flash #2, and that was really interesting as well. I really enjoyed some of that, and the Dr. Manhattanness that we're doing with Wally, but with a kind of anxiety ADHD edge. So that's been very, very interesting as well. I kind of want to talk about that one too, but then I fell down a Legion rabbit hole where I've been doing a bunch of Legion stuff. I'm right in the middle of another Legion video, editing it actually. So I might be in deep in that hole. We'll see. Yeah, I thought that the monkey, some of you are talking about it. Absolute Grodd. I thought so. I'm like, yeah, Absolute Grodd. There's been a bunch of little leaky things, and if you're here and up for spoilers, I'm about to give one. So if you want to dip out for a minute or two, if you don't want to know anything, but one of the exciting things at the end of the Superman special, aside from all of the teases for all the other things that are coming out, was, drum roll please, Booster Gold. We haven't heard from Booster really since the end of the DC All-In special, and he's skinny and tortured, and that's never good. So we're really setting up Booster mattering again, and that was something they've been decades of the idea that Booster is actually such a significant part of the DC universe, and I'm really excited to see how they play with that. Oh, you can hear Alvin. Yeah. It's too early though. He's been in a mood. There was a full moon a few days ago, and they say like, "Oh, it doesn't matter." No, the lunar cycles, they impact things. And then him and his brother, they're fighting, him and Theo. And so since then, he's just been in a mood. And if he comes in, he's just going to overpower the entire stream with it. But there are also some of these solicits have already been pulled out, jumped out to get their own little blurbs. So there is one that I saw already. I was like, oh, okay. I had some feelings about it. Chemdog is saying the slightly more evil Legion. I mean, you don't have to push them too hard. What I'm working on right now is their second outing. And oh, by the end of that, Clark's in a kryptonite prison. What a good time. What a good time that is. So, are we ready? Are we ready to look at what's coming in July? Are you ready to peer forward into the future and look at covers and all of that good stuff? Because if you're ready, then I'm ready. I think we're ready. You see how bright that got? The glare. All right. Yeah, here we are. Happy Superman Day, but we didn't put him at the top of the solicits. He's still going to be further down. So how are we? We have a little blurb. Yeah, because they already put it right there. Okay. So we're starting off with some Batman, some injured Batman, but also there's this Gotham City Sirens cover that's like, I don't know if it's migrated up here or if it's a variant. Oh, that's a nice one with Clayface. Maybe something for the Clay list. So we're still hushing. We're still shh. This is Batman 162, written by Jeff Loeb with art and cover by Jim Lee. We have many a variant, of course. Oh, there is just a Gotham City Sirens variant for reasons. Cause we can, because why not? Because people will get it. So this is H2SH, because you can't make a 2 sound like a hush. And this is part 5, Batman versus the Bat Family. Whose side are you on? All of them or just some people? Because it depends. It's contingent on which members and why. So this is what I already saw. They're doing another Gotham City Sirens mini with Leah Williams. And I sighed, which is an odd reaction for me, but it's just that the The first one was disjointed, very much focused on the idea that it's all the Gotham City Sirens were wacky hijinks, and it seems like this one might be leaning into that as well. And also that first one had that art error that genuinely made the story confusing. But this is Gotham City Sirens Unfit for Orbit #1. And we have written by Leah Williams and art by Haining, which is cool. So what we have here, and we have, I think they're doing the weekly thing again, because we just have a bunch of covers in a row. Hey, oh, Despero. They're doing the connected cover again as well with Guillaume March, which looks nice as well. Yeah, we're doing the weekly thing again. Oh, I'm tempted. Why does that tempt me? Why is it do we need to do it again? Are we all in again on trying to go week for week with another Gotham City Sirens series? I mean, what was keeping me through the last one was that punchline, my beloved, was there, but I'm not sure if we're gonna get punchline in this one. It doesn't really look like it. So, yep. We've got issue 4 now. Then we have issue 5, and it's at this one. Are we going to get, yeah, now we're going to get the blurb. So because of the month it is, we're going to get 5 issues week by week. So, oh yeah, Wolf is saying, yep, they're weekly for all 5 weeks of the month. No Harley/Clat/Ivy issues this month. Sad face. All right, so here is what it's about. Let's go. There is a hot new outer space themed nightclub in Gotham City, and who better to rob it than Catwoman, Ivy, and Harley? But there's more to this intergalactic discotheque than meets the eye, as the Sirens discover when they stumble headfirst into a plot to destroy the entire planet, led by the club's owner, the alien despot Despero. I hope you have good insurance, Gotham City. I don't think anybody can get insured in Gotham, because you're about to get wrecked. Special appearances by deadly DJs, hunky alien hotties. Will they be as hot as the cowboys from the last mini? Dancers dressed as aliens, mutant failures. Somebody call the X-Men mutant failures. The insults are being thrown around. One wild UFO and lots of fire. So that's what what are we doing? Are we here for this? I don't know. I'll think about it. We have time because this is happening in July. We can plan our entire Julys, not around Superman, but around Gotham City Sirens. Daniel, thanks so much for being a member for 18 months. Insurance companies be like, Gotham who? Never heard of the city. There's just a blank spot on the map. It just skips over. Or it's just all in red. It's like, yeah, we don't go there. This is Absolute Batman. And so we have some hints about Bane and what's going on with Bane in this universe. We also get to see more of the Battle axe. He looks so young in this cover. I like that. Do we have lots of axes? Is this the month of axe cover? I think it is. Yeah. So what are we doing this month? Who read Absolute #7, by the way? I enjoyed 7 a lot, but this is Absolute Batman #10. This is written by Scott Snyder, and we have art by Nick Dragotta. Bruce Wayne is trapped with the horrors of Arkham, and they had a list of some of the names on that. We had like Isley and Hugo Strange and stuff, so that was fun. And his best friend, Waylon Jones, endures unimaginable tortures because he's gonna be Killer Croc. But what awaits Batman is far more terrifying than anything either has faced. The true form of Bane is revealed, but it's how Bane plans to break Batman that will have you, our dear readers, bending over backwards. A reference that people will know only if they know that he broke his back. What, we need a variant of that. Can we get like the computer code breaking his back? We need that. That's what we need. So we have Absolute Superman as well. And this was, the posing was so intense on this cover. That's one of the reasons I picked it. It's just such intense, like, model pose on this one. I put it twice. So we're at number 9. This is written by Jason Aaron with art and cover by Rafa Sandoval. The mysterious Omega Men have chased the Superman around the world. The Superman, determined to plead their case that only with his help and by unleashing the full scope of his terrifying power can they put an end to the Lazarus Corporation. And with anger burning in his heart, Cal is starting to listen. Now we're at Absolute Wonder Woman. Big, where we have this main one, then everything else is just, you want to see the big sword? Look at the sword. I really like that one. We're at number 10 for Absolute Wonder Woman. And this is written by Kelly Thompson with art and cover by Hayden Sherman. This one's fun. All right. What Diana seeks inside the maze seems to elude her at every turn, and as things unravel around her, she finds herself questioning everything, even her mission. Meanwhile, in Gateway City, an old obligation has raised its head violently. Oh, you guys liking the main cover? Yeah. Oh, I love it. Yeah, Ben Chan. I like her with her janky robot arm. I love an arm off, you know? Just, it's a classic at this point. Hal. That means we're at Absolute Green Lantern. And also, as always with these, I know we're this far in, but if you don't want to know anything, these tend to be pretty spoilery because they go out to stores and the like. They're not necessarily meant for us, but they're fun to read anyway. All right, Absolute Green Lantern number 4, written by Al Ewing with art and cover by Janoy Lindsay. Joe and Hal hatch a plan to strike back at Abin Sur and free Evergreen. But is their understanding of Abin Sur and his plans for Evergreen correct? Or will they just create a bigger disaster in the process? It's nice to, it is nice that, Joe and Hal are going to be doing things together. I'm excited to see Hal try and get some control over his black hand. I know, Jake. Jake Nyland is saying, why would Hal Jordan do this? We'll have to find out. We'll have to find out why he would do this. Of all the ones that I posted on my channel, the most interest seems to have been around that one, which was interesting. Whereas when I was at the store, the one that was sold out was The Flash. So it's just fascinating to see what, seems to take off in different avenues. This is Absolute Martian Manhunter. Ben Chan is saying Hal just wants to be remembered for the toys he collected. This is number 5, written by Denise Camp, and with art and cover by Javier Rodriguez. An attack on Middleton power stations, a citywide blackout. As night falls, dark sides are unleashed. It's John Jones and the Martian against a city full of psychopaths, and the one behind it all. Sounds fun. I'm totally here for Absolute Martian Manhunter so far. This is Absolute Flash number 5, written by Jeff Lemire and with art by A.L. Kaplan. Wally's going to need to learn to handle the heat as he faces down the monstrous heat wave. Can he evade his fiery grasp, or will the young speedster be burned to a crisp? The most interesting thing about Flash so far is trying to figure out how exactly the powers are working and also how they're going to implement his originally villains' power sets, because they're all also kind of tweaked as well, which has been interesting. It's already building on itself, which tends to be the case with Lemire's works, but it's to the point where I almost wish 1 and 2 were together as a giant mega issue, and then they could have gotten rid of that one page they added as the epilogue in the first issue. But still very fun. Superman, a Superman in the Summer of Superman Solicits. We found him. Oh yeah, this one has this is the Treasury, and it has the fun covers with everybody on them. We have all of his allies, and then we get to have the villain one as well. Lex looks so put out. Those are fun. Yeah. So this is the Superman Treasury 2025 number 1, written by Dan Jurgens. We have art and cover by Bruno Redondo. Legions collide as the Man of Steel goes supersized for the Summer of Superman. In this all-new Treasury edition, quintessential Superman writer Dan Jurgens pairs with the modern master of sequential art, Bruno Redondo, to craft a larger-than-life story of power, tragedy, action, and above. All hope. Why did they break it up like that? When a vicious armada of extraterrestrial extremists launches an all-out invasion of planet Earth, only Superman can stand in the way of total annihilation. But there's something different about this attack. It's deadly from both without and within. It's a tale so titanic, we had to tell it at treasury size to celebrate the summer of Superman in style, featuring images and info from the brand new Superman movie, plus a special photo variant cover. We're getting all in. Is the summer of Superman like the summer of George? Humongous is asking. Hopefully it's more successful than the summer of George. More Superman. We're in it now. We got Crypto. I've seen a surprising amount of Crypto hate. I actually watched Legion of the League of the Super Pets for the first time today with my kids, and they absolutely loved it. They loved the pets. They're like, this is the best movie ever. As an adult, it was pretty okay. There were some jokes that were clearly geared towards adults, that some of them were a bit awkward, some of them were funny. It varied, but on the whole, it was cute. Got a big Crypto cover here. I like this one. That one's cool. This is Superman Unlimited number 3. This is the Dan Slott one where all the kryptonite is everywhere because it's Silver Age vibes. Dan Slott did the second chapter in this. On the whole, if you went through this and you didn't look at the credits page and see that there were 3 different writers, it's a pretty smooth transition throughout most of it. There is like one like little lecture moment in chapter 2, but it's very brief. Where all of a sudden it goes full after school environmental special. But other than that, it's fairly seamless. This is we're at issue number 3 of Unlimited now, written by Dan Slott with art and cover by Raphael Albuquerque. When the towering terror of Toyman once again terrorizes the streets of Metropolis, Superman and Crypto are on hand to save the day. But in this new world of kryptonite, even the murdering machinations of Toyman are supercharged with Superman's Achilles heel. Nice. It's a twisted turn of events as the Man of Steel uncovers a game-changing new use for this deadly substance, and it has the capacity to save the world. Plus, Jimmy Olsen moves to Gotham. Careful, Jimmy. Tina of Gorilla City tries to fix Steel Lombard's laptop. Careful, Tina. An intergang floods the streets, all in the latest installment of the Emerald epic you'll have to read to believe. So now we have this is the cover, the Legion versus the Dark Side Legion versus Superman. This is where I got that Saturn girl image from as well. This is Superman number 28, written by Joshua Williamson with art and cover by Dan Mora. Since the start of All In, Darkseid's Legion has stalked the DC universe, and now they finally attack Superman. What is this Legion's deadly mission, and how does it kick off the next phase of All In? There have been hints of this. If you're reading all the little side things like Challengers of the Unknown, there are seeds of this going on across. So there's a lot of interconnectivity being seeded around. There's not as many editor's notes as I would like, obviously, but I mean, I think I'd put an editor's note for everything. I need to be stopped. So, but I'm excited for the Darkseid's Legion, the Dark Legion, slightly more evil Legion. So this is Wonder Woman. I know, yeah, then it says don't miss out. What we have for Wonder Woman, number 23, written by Tom King, art and cover by Daniel Sampere. After the thrilling conclusion of Diana's fight against the Sovereign, that's right, 23 issues in, she discovers the battle for peace has only just begun. The rogue Amazon, Emily, has fled to a mysterious island overrun by mice and a tyrant most foul. Can Wonder Woman save her fallen sister and baby before they fall into the wrong hands? Only Mouseman knows. So this is Trinity, daughter of Wonder Woman number 2. We're doing a through time thing, so we have written by Tom King as well, and we've art and cover by Belen Ortega. With the time stream broken and doggos on the loose, the teenage Trinity, aka Wonder Girl, travels to the Gotham of the past to capture the elusive Bat Corgi. There she'll encounter the grayest Robble? Why did I combine it with Gobble? There she'll encounter the greatest Robin of them all, according to him, Jason Todd. Will the boy and girl wonders be able to put their differences aside and find the pup before it's too late? Trinity is still a thing. Jake is saying Trinity's got her own series now. She's doing a whole like they're doing they're paying homage to when there was Wonder Woman, Wonder Girl, and Wonder Tot all at the same time, but they're doing it with Trinity and they're actually doing it as a kind of time travel thing and not the way that it happened in the original Robert Kanigher era where it started off as Wonder Woman's mom splicing footage of them together and then they all kind of became people who existed at the same time. I made a video on it. It was a time. This is Supergirl and bringing back more people who I've made videos about. First, we had Leslie Lar, and now we have Satan Girl. So, why does Streaky look like this on this cover? Look at Streaky's face. What emotion is Streaky feeling? All right. Supergirl number 3, written by Sophie Campbell, art and cover by Sophie Campbell. Kara and the daughter of Lex Luthor, Lena, have come together to battle a common enemy, posing as Midvale's very own Supergirl. Will Lena's brains and Kara's brawn be a match for the super-powered super genius from Kandor? It's Supergirl versus Supergirl in the fight for the ages, plus the debut of Satan Girl. There is so much Silver Age going on in the solicits for this Supergirl. I have to say, as someone who really enjoys a lot of Silver Age Supergirl, I'm excited. And a lot of those characters, because some of them are really interesting. I'm excited that somebody's doing something with them. Crypto's getting his own comic too. Is that evil Jimmy? Because that tracks. We can't trust Jimmy. Jimmy's not to be trusted. Crypto, Last Dog of Krypton number 2, written by Ryan North, art by Mike Norton. That's Lex. We can't trust anybody. I mean, yeah, that's true. I always forget that Lex and Jimmy, early in the days, although early Lex during the issue when he lost his hair, I was actually just rereading it the other day. He was a brunette before they decided that it was full ginger mode. But then they went there, or maybe that was the coloring edition I was reading, because there's a lot of interesting things with depending on where you are with recolors and the like. I'm just catching up with all of you. You have a lot to say. All right. So, Crypto, what's he up to in his second issue? Crypto, the last dog of Krypton, has landed on an alien world called Earth after his shuttle test went catastrophically wrong. Crypto wanders into a city scared and hurt, but this lost dog has found someone to take care of him, a young man, troubled, unkind, but ambitious. Definitely Lex, but depending upon where you were in the Silver Age, you could also apply that to Jimmy. Crypto just wants to be loved, but that may not be something this boy is capable of. Harsh. Crypto may be the first to suffer at the hands of Lex Luthor. Are you saying that he might not be able to love? Dang. Kong. We see Kong. This is the Godzilla thing. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2, number 2, written by Brian Buccellato, art and cover by Christian Duce. In the aftermath of the shocking ending of the last issue, Task Force X must reevaluate their mission in Hollow Earth as they explore an unknown world. Meanwhile, the Justice League comes face to face again with Kong, but it's not the reunion they are expecting. Yeah, basically, Marilyn's like, let them fight. Yep. Let them fight. 100%. So, here we are with the League, the Unlimited League. Looks like. This one's kind of trippy. I want to look at it. Cool. So, we have Justice League Unlimited number 9, written by Mark Waid, art and cover by Dan Mora. This is the one they're doing the whole crossover thing with. All right. In the aftermath, we're done. It's already over. In the aftermath of the devastating events of We Are Yesterday, the Justice League is reeling from the Legion of Doom's wrathful rampage, but no time to rest for the protectors of our planet, as the secrets unlocked during their time-cross duel have brought our heroes face to face with a mysterious Quantum Quorum, who has reason to fear that all creation might soon come to an end. It's the next big step on the path of the All-In saga and the epic epilogue to We Are Yesterday. I've been enjoying on the Booster. We see Booster. We see more than one Booster. We've got choices. I love when Booster matters. Booster's my boy. All right. Tyler Preston, thank you very much. Superman, first Titano, now this, giant monkeys. It was really fun to see Titano recently, actually, in just the start of the We Are yesterday in World's Finest. That was a fun start to an event, actually. Justice League Dark Tomorrow Special #1, written by Mark Waid and Mark Guggenheim, art and cover by Sion Torme. In the wake of the We Are Yesterday crossover epic, a mysterious quantum quorum has emerged, stalked by a lethal enemy that takes no prisoners. The League deputizes a ragtag group of time-displaced heroes like Batman Beyond, Gold Beetle, and Helena Wayne to fill the void left behind by the Time Masters and save the quorum from the mysterious threat that's picking off time travelers one by one. These legends of tomorrow are the only ones standing in the way of this cascading chronal Armageddon, with the past, present, and future teetering on the brink in this oversized special leading to the next big DC all-in event. So I hope you don't have a event burnout, because another one's coming, and it's one of those, we're going to rewrite everything. Yeah, I know. It looks like that, doesn't it, Mel? He's back to die. Action Comics 1088, written by Mark Waid, art by Skylar Patridge. There's a lot. Mark Waid's writing a lot this month. A lot can change in a summer, especially for Clark Kent, aka Superboy. After a disastrous debut in Metropolis, the Kents are worried that the world is not ready for their son and will do whatever it takes to protect him. Little do they know they're about to send him to one of the most terrifying places on the planet, Smallville High. This is Detective Comics, where there's lots happening. There's a lot of things happening to Bruce over in Detective Comics. This is 1099, written by Tom Taylor, art by League Arbit. All right. Stranded far from home, Batman, Harvey Bullock, and the Penguin must form a shaky alliance to bring down the age-old immortality cult known only as Elixir. But as tensions rise among this unlikely trio, it becomes increasingly doubtful, but maybe also incredibly, that this alliance is possible, or that the Dark Knight will ever make it back to Gotham City. I want to look at this cover because I like it and I think it looks cool. Oh, that's a fun one. This Bizarro-fied cover? Why is Bizarro Batman so terrifying? He's veering towards Batman Who Laughs territory. I like that Bizarro Catwoman is rocking the 90s outfit. Ah, Superman's winking at me. You put that wink away. All right. This is Batman / Superman World's Finest #41, written by Mark Waid, art by Adrian Gutierrez. Up is down, left is right, and red is green. But danger is still danger as Batman and Superman awaken on Bizarro World with no idea how they got there or why they're being hunted by one of the most dangerous beings in the universe. Even if they survive, can they find their way home from a backward planet in time to save their friends from danger? I like the Bizarro stuff. Again, everything that's going on, there's so many nods to the classic eras, and that's where a lot of my heart personally sits. So it's really fun. This is also stuff happening with Nightwing. I'm enjoying this gross thing that's climbing up the Titans Tower. Why are people assaulting Nightwing again on this cover? Look at his face. Leave Nightwing alone. Gotham City Sirens. Stop assaulting him. People do it too much. Nightwing #128, written by Dan Waters, art cover by Dexter Soy. Nightwing searches for Oracle in a Titan's tower that's been warped by something from beyond the realm of imagination. But will the unexpected yet somewhat familiar face prove to be friend or foe? Is it Jason Todd as an octopus? That's something we need to bring back. Like, we're bringing back all these things. What about the time when Jason Todd was a tentacle monster? Nightwing 2025 Annual #1, written by Dan Waters, and we have art and cover by Francesco Francavilla. Commissioner Maggie Sawyer digs into the past crimes of the mysterious Olivia Pierce and discovers far more than she bargained for when she uncovers the existence of a strange and terrible entity. What is the Zanny? Where has it come from? And what are its true plans for Nightwing? We've got Batgirl. I love how everybody just looks annoyed and frustrated on these Gotham City Sirens covers, wherever they are on them. Batgirl just looks like I have things to do on this cover. Batgirl number 9, written by Tate Bromwell with art by Takeshi Miyazawa. Batgirl is on the run, but not for long, as 3 deadly warriors from the League of Shadows, the Blood of Wu, and the Unburied each trail her. Cassandra Cain arrives at a ranch seeking answers from her mother's past, but time is running out as shocking family ties unravel. The first of the 3 swords arrives, hell-bent on ending Batgirl's story for good. Here we have Birds of Prey. Cassandra's just getting a whole bunch of covers this month. She's like, you better find Big Barda or else. This is number 23, written by Kelly Thompson, art by Sammy Barzee. Bruised and battered with one teammate lost to the enemy and another now missing, the birds split up and disappear into the darkness of Gotham at Black Canary's command. I was still thinking about how there's this dash in between the missing. The Shadow Army has struck at the very heart of the Birds of Prey and now has all the pieces to create its game-changing weapon. Yeah, the dress doll covers have been cute, Humongous. They have been. I think there's another one this month, if I recall. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Green Lantern has just been such a good time. Green Lantern has not been this good in years. I adore what's going on with the Green Lantern stuff right now. Look at that. That's just gorgeous. That can just be a poster on my wall. If I was younger, this would just be one of those moments where it was like, okay, now I want to have this as, my wallpaper on my computer. I think I might have like made it that I can't go back. So let me just put myself here just in case. Yeah, I did. It's a good thing I did that. There we go. And then we have lots of Hal covers for people. What's this one? Everybody trying to hunt down Hal. Green Lantern number 25. Written by Jeremy Adams, art by Harmonico, and V. Ken Marion. Yeah, Sorrow. I see people are talking about Sorrow. So much has happened. I can't even say it. So much has happened with Sorrow. I really need to do a catch up. I love that Sorrow has become this big of a deal and this much of a character from the way that it started. It's just been so fun. It's so validating. The Green Lantern Corps makes a mad dash to Gem World, hoping to find a particular gem that will light the new central power batteries. But it has to beat Starbreaker and his minions to do it, all while Ellie uncovers a secret buried inside Kelly's mind and an old friend returns to Oa. Ah, I knew there was another one. This one's for Jessica Cruz. You can get a cute little Jessica Cruz one. So this is for the Green Lantern Corps. Here's Joe twice, so hopefully doing more than she got to do in Absolute Green Lantern number 1. Green Lantern Corps number 6, written by Jeremy Adams and Morgan Hampton, art by Amanke Nahuapan. Sinestro and Vexaru's journey to Kurugar to find the Sinister Sons, because they're going to matter, have reshaped their society, all while John and Ellie contemplate Kelly's odd behavior, and Jessica Cruz and Joe Millen find Mogo in a primordial volcanic state on the edge of destruction. It's also a fun book. Wow, The Flash. Bad Moon Rising Special number 1, written by Alex Packnadel, and then we've art and cover by Daniel Bayless. Bad Moon Rising rages on as the focus turns to the Rogue's role as Eclipso's generals and to a surprising new ally. Yeah, I know, the Shade. I love the Shade so much. I'm always excited when the Shade shows up. Total Eclipso the Heart. Okay, so we have The Flash number 23, written by Simon Spurrier with art by Vasco Georgiev. Bad Moon Rising Part 4. As the war rages on the moon, Jai West and one of the temp flashes enter Eclipso's new form in an attempt to stop the total blackout of the sun. Also, Wally's glitching issues have returned, but this time they may hold the key to turning the tide of the battle. Wally can make duplicates at this point. Just for those who are not keeping up with what's going on. Aquaman, which has also been a lot of fun. Obligatory Mara cover. This is number 7, written by Jeremy Adams, art by John Timms. Jeremy Adams just signed an exclusivity contract with DC, I believe. So there's a lot more to come, which is exciting because a lot of the work and the world building has just been so fun in the books he's been writing. The confrontation with Dagon looms as Aquaman and his band of fighters near the end of their quest, revealing a heartbreaking reality that will change Aquaman forever. None of his kids better die again. We can't do that to him again. This is The New Gods. The New Gods number 8, written by Ram V, with art by Evan Cagle. As the former residents of New Genesis attempt to find their footing as Earth's newest inhabitants, the Justice League remains split concerning whether it should allow the New Gods permanent residence. But this debate is cut short when Apocalyptians make their appearance on Earth, joined by Maxwell Lord and his unbroken neck and his near infinite resources, in search of the newest New God and the potentially world-shattering power he holds within. Alvin just knocked. I hate when he does that. That's such a human thing. He'll get up and go, bap, bap, bap. You can come in after. You're too loud. I love you, Alvin. This is Green Arrow, number 26. Written by Chris Condon, art by Montos. Shocked by the mysterious and nefarious attack on Arsenal, Green Arrow enlists the help of Detective Benitez to uncover clues as to who Star City's dangerous and cold-blooded new archer is. Meanwhile, Leanne rejoins the fray and discovers hard truths and dark secrets about her father's past as Green Arrow's once-upon-a-time spy. No, she doesn't need to learn about his time as Speedy. There's darkness there. Protect Leanne. Protect Leanne at all costs. Zatanna. Zatanna has been such a fun book too, and it's really gone in. It went in hard. It opened up a bit on the slower side in terms of seeming like it may just play it a bit not safe, but not go as deep into some of the Zatanna lore as it did, which has been a lot of fun. You're right there. The real reason is because I'm concerned he's going to knock the thing off my mic, which he does sometimes. All right, Zatanna number 6, written by Jamal Campbell. And then we have, of course, him doing the art as well. Zatanna returns to the Crimson Palace nightclub for a final performance to save Adam and Blue Devil from themselves. But first, she'll have to go up against not only the Lady White, but her secret ally, one who's been seeking revenge against Zatanna and her family since the very beginning. Could Zatanna's magic be the key to discovering past truths before her time runs out in the present? Don't miss this spellbinding conclusion. Obsidian. Obsidian's a character I really like and I don't think gets enough play, so I'm always excited when they're like, it's time for Obsidian. Well, of course it is. I mean, this is the JSA. This is number 9, written by Jeff Lemire. We have art by Diego Olortegui. With some of the team reunited, they need to put a plan together to strike back at the Injustice Society. But with a mole hiding amongst them, is their plan already ruined? This is Mr. Terrific. Year 1, number 3. I think I'm gonna hold on, let me take a moment. Let's let him in. Alvin, this way, come in. Everybody can hear you anyway. All right, but you gotta calm down. If you're gonna be here, you gotta be chill. Do you have any chill inside you? In your heart? I know. We gotta read about Mr. Terrific, Year 1, number 3. Propelled by a new sense of purpose and a clear target for his vengeance, Mr. Terrific dons his superhero costume, or the closest approximation he can scrape together from his workshop, for the very first time to lay siege to Athena Prescott's tower at the center of Gateway City. But while he's got his sights set on Prescott, she's got her eyes on him too. And the third smartest man in the world might just find that you can't bring T-Spheres to a gunfight and expect to walk out alive. Meanwhile, in the present day, Mr. Terrific's surprise encounter with an apocalyptic hellhound lands him in some dimension-hopping hot water. Titans? Yeah, because I see Terra. So I'm like, Terra? Titans? Yep. What are we doing with Titans? Number 25, written by John Layman, art and cover by Pete Woods. Crime doesn't pay? Try telling that to Deathstroke, the Terminator, who spent the last few months gathering members for a brand new crime syndicate with the intention of making the Titans pay with their lives. Terra, Clock King, Killer Frost, and Mammoth are deadly enough, but old Slade Wilson... That doesn't make him sound very menacing. But old Slade Wilson has a few more tricks up his sleeve, all of them lethal. Who wins, who loses, and who will be terminated. I was so tempted to read that with a terrible, like Arnold Schwarzenegger accent, but did not. I know whenever people see Terra and Deathstroke in the same space, some people are like, uh-oh, where are we going with this? What's happened? Don't worry, guys. It's going to be safe this time. So we have, look, Donna. Prepare for it to maybe get confusing because we have Donna. All right. Donna Troy. Who is Donna Troy? Her eye makeup is really intense in this first Wonder Girl thing. I like it. Titans 2025 Annual Number 1, written by Phil Jimenez with art and cover by Phil Jimenez. All right. First, we're talking about all of the Eisners. Donna Troy reflects on the many loves and are we going to talk about her marriage and lives that shaped her as she cuts a trail through New York City to meet her estranged father for the very first time. But what awaits her at the end of her journey will shock Donna and readers alike. Is it a new origin? Is it a new origin for her? All right, we got Batman and Robin number 23. Written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, art and cover by Javi Fernandez. Deep under Gotham City lies a subterranean echo of a lost time. This abandoned world has lain uninhabited for decades until tonight. Now Damian Wayne is the sole human resident of these abandoned catacombs, imprisoned by the entity known only as Memento. A father is desperate to track down his son, but will Batman be able to descend into the bowels of the city in time to save Robin, or will the Dark Knight's mind spiral into madness first? Then we have more Batman and Robin, this time year 1, number 9. Let me see this one. Oh, it's joy. That's the expression. That one's really cute. This one looks like Batman is thinking about pushing him off of that gargoyle. He's like, what if? Who would ever know? No one would know. This one is written by Mark Waid and Chris Samney with art and cover by Chris Samney. The gangs of Gotham enact their plan to take back their city from the general. Meanwhile, something's distracting Robin in the field. But is there anything Batman can do about it? Push him off a gargoyle. That's what that's what he can do. So the cover isn't here for this one, but there is Robin and Batman, Jason Todd number 1. This is written by Jeff Lemire, and then we have Dustin Nguyen doing the art. A mysterious and well-armed assassin known as Wraith has arrived in Gotham and set his sights on Jason Todd. With tensions rising between Batman and his new young ward, will the corruptive force of this masked assassin be enough to push Jason over the edge? No, we got time. There's still time for him to go over the edge. We're at number 8 of Batman the Long Halloween, the last Halloween. Ooh, I like this. Like, it almost looks like he's melting on this cover, which is fun. Mel is saying, do you ever wish there were more Batman titles? Are you saying that you feel that this is an unhealthy amount of Batman? So we're at number 8. Batman follows Holiday's trail into the ruins of the Falcone family estate, where he comes face to face with an old foe. This is written by Jeff Loeb. We have art by Becky Cloonan. Ooh. Alvin is behind my monitor now. This is Batman Dark Patterns number 8, written by Dan Waters with art by Hayden Sherman. Batman's vigilant investigation of the Red Hood gang killing in the Rookery puts him on a collision course with the unlikely culprits at the heart of the latest mystery threatening to upend order in Gotham City. Black Canary. That's a nice Black Canary cover. This is the new history of the DC Universe number 2. Remember, it's all going to make sense now. Also, that's a really nice homage in the back to a couple of famous covers. They look really good. Written by Mark Waid. We have art by Brad Walker and Mike Allred. The DC Universe as we know it begins to take shape as a mysterious ship crash lands in Smallville, and years later, Superman makes his debut. Meanwhile, in Gotham City, Batman emerges from the shadows to clean its crime-ridden streets. And after years of isolation from man's world, Wonder Woman leaves the paradise of Themyscira for modern society. A new age of heroes dawns as Barry Allen recounts the formation of the Justice League through the events up to and leading to his death during the Crisis on Infinite Earths. So there is more down here, but hold on. I'm trying to see if my ears deceive me and whether or not I hear my son. Because if I do, we have to go. If I don't, then I can tell you all about Fire and Ice doing other things on this cover where it doesn't look like their powers are swapped anymore. She looks really hot, literally, on this cover. She's temperature-wise hot. Do you hear what I hear? No, I hear nothing. I hear phantom sounds. Maybe it's because I didn't want to read Fire and Ice when Hell Freezes Over number 4, written by Joanne Starr with art by Stephen Byrne. Fire and Ice can go to hell. I mean, they already did. They've done that before with the Justice League international stuff. And they sure did in dogged pursuit of a magical artifact that can finally set their body and power swap right. But they'll find that hell is delighted to have 2 willing living souls enter its fiery gates, with tests designed to break them down physically, emotionally, and spiritually waiting on the other side. Meanwhile, a turbocharged Gorilla Grodd lands in Smallville with murder on the mind. But his primary target, little sister Linka, is currently trapped in the body of the very human local bartender, Charlie Rhodes. Will Smallville survive its wildest ruckus yet? This is the Secret Six. I do kind of like this tombstone cover. This one's nice too. Secret Six number 5, written by Nicole Maines, art and cover by Steven Segovia. Everybody duck. Checkmate has unlocked Amanda Waller's memories, and it now has access to the secrets of the entire DC universe. If only there was an angsty team of people who hated each other that could intervene and put a stop to the Wall's bad business once and for all. Hold on. Someone in my ear is telling me they're going to in this issue, and the team is Secret Six? Well, damn. There you go. The Wall comes down this penultimate issue. The man in my ear says not to miss it. Oh, this is the more Gotham by Gaslight stuff. Ooh, I really like the costume that Clark has in this. It's nice. It's very, pulp hero. Very cool. That's nice too. So this is Batman Gotham by Gaslight, A League for Justice, number 1, written by Andy Diggle, art and cover by Leandro Fernandez. Last year, DC's iconic Elseworlds was ushered into a new era with the release of Gotham by Gaslight, The Kryptonian Age, continuing the iconic saga of the Batman of the Victorian era and pulling some of DC's most iconic heroes into the Gilded Age. Now, the team behind the hit series returns to tell the second part of this epic tale in Gotham by Gaslight, A League for Justice. Bear witness to the formation of a new kind of Justice League and a steam-powered adventure that will bring these once familiar heroes from the open plains of the Midwest to the freezing Arctic as they unravel the mystery of alien artifacts from the Kryptonian age. This jaw-dropping sequel series is not to be missed. What do we have going on here? Here we have DC versus Vampires World War V number 11, written by Matthew Rosenberg and Cecil Castellucci, and then we have art by Otto Schmidt and Marley Zarcone. Who will the new gods side with? Will they ally with the vampires and heroes against Darkseid? Or will they decide that all vampires are a scourge to existence? Their decision will set the stage for an explosive conclusion that will determine the fate of the planet. Is this beach times? I know that Marvel's doing a summer like swimsuit edition again. Are we doing that over at DC? Heroes on the beach. Oh, it's DC's California Love number 1, written by many people because this is an anthology. So we have Brian Q. Miller, Brandon Thomas, Joshua Hale Fialkov, George Mann, Christoph Bojack, James Reed, Dave Weathergotts, and Megan Fitzmartin. And then we have art by Gerardo Sandoval, Junie Ba, Travis Mercer, Bruno Abitats. A lot of people. We have lots of people working on this. The whole super family is hitting the road in a series, because it's the summer of Superman, is hitting the road in a series of action-packed adventures across the great state of California. That's why it's California Love. It hurts. Supergirl's day at the beach is interrupted by a demonic creature from the deep and John Constantine. John and Connor Kent team up to wrangle an escaped beast in the Redwoods. Bizarro literally crashes an audition for a major motion picture and joins Superman and Lois as a kaiju from the California ocean comes for their family vacation. The summer of Superman is heating up, so slather on some sunscreen and snag your latest beach read. I would never read a comic on the beach. I want to bring it home. So... A. Hancock is saying the whole super family. Does that include Chris Kent? Just write in for all the people who should be on this trip that aren't. They're like, these people were snubbed on the Superman trip. This is Resurrection Man. Yeah, Resurrection Man, Quantum Karma number 4, written by Ram V with art by Anad RK. As the wheel of death and rebirth keeps spinning, Resurrection Man's clock to stop Gashado Kuro's start to run out. Luckily, with the fractal microverse in hand and with the help of a new friend with a target on his back, hope seems on the horizon. But will Mitch Selly finally be able to defeat the evil that looms over the universe? Or is the real evil found within himself? This was a complex read. This was interesting. Definitely. I read the first issue. Oh, lick me. We have more of Peacemaker Presents the Vigilante / Eagly double feature. We are now at number 5. This has a story consult by James Gunn. They always put that at the top. It's written by Tim Seeley and Rex Ogle. And then we have a diary entry by Freddie Stroma. And then we have art by Mitch Gerards and then Matteo Lolli. So first, we have the whole spiel that they give it every time. Why is the story about scented condoms? Who okayed this? Meanwhile, nudity, bad language, ultra-violence, an eagle that kicks all of the Grolix. This book has it all. Plus, we're at the end of the line, folks. This is it. The last story. Can Eagly and his pet Peacemaker survive the long game of an assassin with a bone to pick? I don't know. I haven't read this issue yet, but you should. I'm out of here. I need to go have a snack and watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Those ladies are the worst. And by worst, I mean the best. The final installment in the original DC comic story inspired by James Gunn's visionary Peacemaker series on Max. I realized I missed some of the top of that where it starts with describing the first story with Daddy's home. This has not been for me, but perhaps it has been for you. This is the crossover of DC X Sonic the Hedgehog number 5, written by Ian Flynn, art by Adam Bryce Thomas. The Justice League unites with Sonic and his friends as they face down Darkseid, who is everywhere despite being dead, for the fate of 2 worlds. Can the combined might of the united heroes be a match for a god wielding the power of a Chaos Emerald? Don't miss the thrilling finale. This has been fun so far. Teen Titans Go! Written by Amanda Deeber, and then we have art and cover by Dario Brazulla. When Starfire flubs the lyrics to the Star-Spangled Banner, she responds to everyone's mockery by learning how to be the most American she can be. Her mission: eat hot dogs at a baseball game, go to a monster truck rally, and visit a state fair. The Titans are all in, which is great until things turn out like they usually do with the team. Will the fairgrounds ever recover? If you like Teen Titans Go, this is a cute little series. I like Teen Titans Go. I think this is cute. A facsimile, Superman #1 facsimile edition for the summer of Superman. Ooh, for $11. Oof. This is DC Work in Progress All-Star Superman #1. What is this? Okay. Written by Grant Morrison, art and cover by Frank Quietly. Step into the world of comics like never before. There's a typo there because this is Bever. With the DC Work in Progress, get up close and personal with the stunning original artwork from one of the comics' greatest artists, featuring never before printed inked pages of All-Star Superman #1 from Frank Quietly. The brilliance of Quietly's work can be seen like never before in this massive, oversized presentation. Lettering included for the full reading experience with a brand new introduction by Quietly. Don't miss your chance to own this incredible one-of-a-kind piece of comic history. So if you really like the art from this sounds like it'd be really, really fun. We have a facsimile for what are we doing here? This is 655. Okay. We have a Mad Magazine issue. Then we have Aquamanatee, which is one of those kid ones, and these are cute. I'll read it for you just in case you're curious. Written by Ben Clanton with art and cover by Cassandra Federman. Marlowe the manatee isn't exactly superhero material. He sleeps a lot, eats a lot, toots a lot, and has never ventured out of his safe saltwater bay. And yet the sweet, bumbling Marlowe dreams of adventure, of daring do, and of making a difference. When a series of impossible events leads to Marlowe having superpowers and not only meeting his favorite hero, but getting to team up with Aquaman himself, suddenly Marlowe isn't so sure he's ready for his dreams to come true. Could an awkward, blundering, superpowered manatee be the best manatee for the job? We have Kid Flash going rogue. This one's by Steve Fox. Then we have Jerry Gaylord on the art. Kid Flash and his uncle, Barry Allen, aka The Flash, team up to teach a teenage group of rogues, Golden Glider, Pied Piper, Trickster, and the Top, an important lesson. But is Kid Flash the one who has the most to learn? We have Starfire, the connecting cover edition from just the juggernaut that is this graphic novel universe. This is by Cami Garcia, and we are uncovered by Gabrielle Piccolo. Corey Anders' summer job at a ritzy Santa Monica beach club is fun, but she doesn't care about keeping up with the current trends, and she's not interested in rushing around to all the parties. She'd rather explore her inexplicable draw to the stars or hang out with her new friend, Victor Stone. Her sister, Kira, on the other hand, is the most popular girl around, with the hottest clothes and even hotter boyfriend, the Tate Fairweather, and a Tate no prisoners attitude. She's Corey's opposite in every way. Their summer heats up when Tate's uncle asks the girls to participate in an EDS study his pharmaceutical company is running. During treatment, Corey develops some strange powers she never had before, and she might not be the only one. We are at the graphic novel stage of things. We are now collecting volume 1 of this run of Batgirl with Cassandra Cain. We got the DC Horror Presents, all collected. Black Canary, Best of the Best, all collected already. All of the fighting. You can have all the fighting all at once. Black Lightning, the standard. We got volume 1 of this. Or is that all of it? Then we have Green Arrow Volume 4, Freshwater Kills, because it's the Freshwater Killer. That's the cover date. That's amazing. So this is DC Finest Batman Red Skies. Oh, okay. Doug, so we're doing some of that era, and I love that we have him making out with Nocturna on the cover. That was a choice, and I think it was a good choice. These DC's Finest are pretty fun. Dive into one of the most celebrated periods in Batman family history from award-winning writer Doug Mensch, and in this DC Finest volume, collecting stories taking place during the game-changing Crisis on Infinite Earths event. As red skies loom above, Batman and Robin must clear Catwoman from being accused of murder. Plus, Two-Face returns. Do they have the custody battle where Nocturna tries to take Jason from Bruce? That's what I want. We have Hawkman, Wings Across Time. So we got some classic Hawkman here. I said Hotman. I guess for some people, some classic Hotman. After a decade-long hiatus starting at the end of the 1940s, Hawkman returned as a regular character in comics' Silver Age. Under the guidance of writer Gardner Fox and legendary artists such as Joe Kubert and Murphy Anderson, Hawkman and his partner Hawkgirl dished out their own brand of winged justice against menaces such as the Matter Master and the Shadow Thief. This volume collects the classic Silver Age stories from the Brave and the Bold. Oh, and Hawkman went to 11, and Mystery in Space. Ooh, we have some horror editions coming. The Devil's Doorway. What do you get in here? Oh, okay. You get House of Secrets, House of Mystery, some Phantom Stranger, The Witching Hour, and The Unexpected. That's fun. Some of the horror outings from this period, especially because we're easing into when the code's about to be loosened. Very fun. Are you saying it was a Freudian slip? You think that I'm nursing this huge crush for Hawkman? Oh, for DC's Finest, we have The Wrath of the Spectre. Oh, Spectre things. Aren't some of these so cool? Oh, these are so fun. Ow, Alvin. So we have more compacts that are coming out as well. We're getting Harley Quinn, Wild at Heart. Wonder Woman, Blood and Guts. We're getting some new 52 things here. Batman Arkham Asylum. I'm curious how this will play for modern comic readers. Oh, we have JSA Volume 1. The Question, All Along the Watchtower. That's all of it. Oh, nice. You can get a manga box set. So you can get Batman Justice Buster, Joker, Operation Joker, where he raises baby Batman, and the Superman versus Meshi, where he just goes around and eats food in Japan. These were fun. These were a lot of fun, I have to say. Oh, wow. Already coming soon. So this is 9/2. So they give you some of these a bit more in advance so that you know when the trades are coming. But this is why people trade wait, especially if you have the dates already. You're like, I can wait. I can do that. I can wait. All right. So we have the Milestone Universe, the Shadow Cabinets. We have Absolute Batman, the Long Halloween 2026 edition. That means it's one of their absolute editions. Superman, the Triangle Era Omnibus Volume 2. Because I know we already did one, but they have the picture for one. But I know we're on 2. Ooh, Scooby Apocalypse Omnibus. That may be something that I need too. I might need that. This is Absolute Promethea Book 2, 2026 edition. We have the Hawkman Omnibus by Jeff Johns, 2025 edition. Ooh, Batman 66 Compendium. That's fun. I may need to pick that up. Batman by Grant Morrison, Book 2. Remember when these were out of print for a bit? When they announced that this was some of the inspiration for what was going to happen in the Gunverse? Batman, the Demon Trilogy, 2025 edition. You can get them all together. That's fun. The original Damian arc, the one that wasn't reread, which is why it was not then brought forward correctly and then had to be retconned. Batman Beyond, the White Knight. Harley Quinn and Generation Joker, Deluxe Edition. Batman Year 100, 2025 edition. JLA Earth 2, Deluxe Edition, the 2025 edition. Remember when these things weren't reprinted as often? There was that huge resale market where sometimes you'd find some of these for like $600 or even more. No, hold on. Sandman Mystery Theater Companion number 2. It's happening. It's happening. When? August. It's happening. Yay! The remaining issues from the critically acclaimed Vertigo series are finally collected in the this is the first time. This is the third time they've tried to collect this thing. Oh, please, nothing happened. I will go and pre-order this right now. I have been waiting for years. This is the nothing else needs to happen. July at summer of Superman, summer of Sandman. This is all. Yay! Oh my goodness. I've been waiting so long. I was getting to that point like I was getting with Astro City where I was like eyeing the singles and stuff, but no, patience is a virtue. Good things come to those who wait. It's here. Yay. Oh, I'm so happy. Christmas in April. Christmas in July. It's in August. Oh, I wish it was in July. Then we could have like said a credible Christmas in July. Christmas in August. Oh, yay. I'm bookmarking that. Ooh, I bookmark things sometimes by taking a picture of my screen like a normal person, you know? Well, I mean, nothing else is going to be as exciting as that, but The Flash by Joshua Williams and Omnibus Volume 2. Then we have The Sheriff of Babylon, Tom King. Wonder Woman by John Byrne Omnibus. And that's it. We did it. Okay. What do we think? How are we feeling for July? Are there things that you are excited for that are coming up in this coming month? There are some things. I'm definitely still all on that absolute train for everything. I already am reading the crossover thing that Wade is doing, so I'm definitely part of the problem. I'm gonna be there for this event that changes everything, but I'm actually low key kind of excited for it. I'm curious about it. I really hope the booster didn't just come back to die, but if he does, I'm sure he'll be fine. So, and I mean the compendium, that compendium, I'm so excited. I love that run so much. So I'm really, really excited for that. It's going to be a year of completing things, actually. Now that we have the Astro City run complete, we can get the Sandman complete. Good times. Good times. And I am curious. Like, I'm curious about the Supergirl series to see how, like, Silver Age it feels. I kind of just want to do a catch-up on Trinity, just because we talked about her when she first appeared. We haven't really talked about her since, so it might just be fun from a channel perspective to catch up with her. Some characters are fun to do that with. I'd love to find like a nice like entry point for a Green Lantern video, because now it's started to get convoluted, and I think that's fun, but it also makes it a bit difficult for people who are just like, hey, what, who, when? So, oh, Gotham City Sirens, right. That feels like 84 years ago, even though it's only been a little over an hour since we started streaming. We'll have to see. I'll definitely check out the first issue and then make the decision if we're gonna go week by week like we did with the Punchline issues, because that takes a lot. It takes a lot of to be able to do it and get them out in some kind of timely fashion. So there's lots of fun things that are coming up. I'm actually looking forward to the summer of Superman, like a low key, not like a super excited jump on a couch or anything kind of way, but just like, for my Sacrificers is falling down back there. I just saw that volume 2. It's trying to escape. So Jean Remy is saying no love for the California. No, that pun hurt me. That pun hurt me even more than the James Gunn presents Eagly Peacemaker thing, because you know what you're getting going into that. The other one, it was just a surprise out of nowhere, and it looked like maybe it was just a beach cover. So yeah, I think that'll be it for me for tonight. I did have some other things pulled up here, but we can take a look at those a bit later. It's a Friday night. I know people might have things to do, places to be, maybe. I actually have to go film some more stuff after this, so I'm gonna pop out and do that before I go to bed. Thanks so much, as always, for coming along with all of these. It's so fun to just be able to go through them and see what everybody's vibing with and the like. So Thanks so much. As ever, we'll be back soon with more videos. First, with some more Legion things, and then who knows? There's going to be a lot of stuff coming in the future. So, thanks so much. Good day, night, evening, whatever it is. I will, as always, awkwardly sign off. Night, everybody.